horrible, isn't it?
At a reclamation yard in Penzance. He feels like a dummy in Somerset.
They did these life-size as well. That is a life-size Drew, though.
And at a museum in Norfolk,
Oh, this is great.
he learns the magic words.
Sim, Salah, Bim.
And goes head-to-head with the locals. But wherever he is, he always seals the deal.
Yes.
Drew Pritchard is one of Britain's leading decorative salvage dealers.
Wow. Oh, my God. Blimey. Very impressive. I don't know where to look first.
He scours the country in search of weird and wonderful objects.
Yeah,
In his hunt for treasure,
They are not for sale.
he bargains hard.
4,500 for a pair.
Wow.
And there's nothing he won't buy.
How much does one of those run for?
About 150,000.
With help from his wife Rebecca
Hey, that was a quick turnaround.
and a team of renovators, he transforms thousands of items, from junk to gems. At the headquarters of Drew Pritchard Antiques, the team is getting the latest haul of collectibles ready for sale. That leaves the boss free to scout out some new stock. Today, Drew's on his way to one of the furthest corners of England, 400 miles from Cornwall to Penzance in Cornwall. Due to its mile-long beach and 1,600 hours of sunshine a year. Just outside town, Shiver Me Timbers is the most westerly reclamation yard in England. It's owned and run by Joe Gray, who has been in the salvage business for 20 years. With his keen eye for unusual decorative objects, Joe is also a supplier of props for festivals and films.
I'm sure there's a few items here that Drew's going to be interested in, and probably all the ones I don't want to sell. So we'll see how that goes.
Joe's got form when it comes to hanging on to his stock. When Drew visited him a couple of years ago, he discovered that Joe gets a limpet-like attachment to his more treasured items.
So, I'll give you the go-away price.
Despite Joe's reluctance to sell, Drew still managed to prize away some fantastic items. Since then, Shiver Me Timbers has moved to new, bigger premises, and Drew is keen to have a look at all the exciting new stock that's on offer.
So, with him moving, do you think he's found all the good stuff at the back that he'd forgotten about?
Yeah, and he'll have hidden it. He doesn't like selling things. It's odd, that, isn't it, as a dealer? He doesn't like selling things. Shiver Me Timbers, furniture and reclamation.
On the reclaimed surfboard.
Blimey. Hello.
Hello.
Again.
Long time no see.
Good to see you, mate. Good to see you.
You too.
Hi, I'm T.
Hello.
How you doing?
Nice to
Yeah,
meet
Got the new premises.
Yes.
Bigger.
Yes.
Better. Definitely is, isn't it? It's the same madness in here again that we had from the last place. So how long have you been here now?
We've been here about a year and a half now.
I like it. I like it. It's just crazy, but I sort of want everything.
On the way in, Drew spotted an item that's haunted him since his last visit.
There's a thing you've got here which you had at the last shop, which I think I tried to buy then.
Is it over there?
Yes.
No.
Really? Pig's
Can't
head?
have it, yeah.
What's it made out of?
It's paper mache.
Oh, I have to have it.
You can't have it.
Why?
Because it's mine.
How much would it be if you were going to sell
I'm
it?
not even going to put a price on it.
It's a carnival thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Dating from the 1950s, the pig's head could be worth around £800.
It's fine. That's why I like it. It's horrible, isn't it?
It certainly is.
But really very good. Sure.
I'm afraid so.
In fact, while you're there, Drew, you can see why he likes it.
With Joe living up to his reluctant reputation, Drew's determined to get a deal.
What about this display case here, Joe? That tall one.
What about it?
Is this one? Do you remember why we do this? To sell
I
things.
recall now, yeah. Don't mention it. I guess I could potentially sell it, yeah.
Dating from the early 20th century, this mirrored display cabinet is made of mahogany. It could be worth...
What do you want for it?
About 180 on it.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Got you. Sold.
Okay.
Thank you very much. That's it. Tricked him. Yes. So you've cleared a dentist as well, by the looks of it.
Yeah.
This is pretty cool, though. The conditions manky, but...
I know. You can't buy it without the chair, though.
You're kidding. I don't want the chair.
You can't buy the set.
I don't want the chair. I've got, I think we've got 2. They're impossible to get rid of. How much is this, then?
Well, I've been asking £1,000 for all of it.
I don't want all of it. I just want the lamp, to be honest.
And could be worth around £700.
How much for the lamp?
300 quid if I have to split it up.
I know, it's tough. It's tough. I know. It's what we do.
Yeah.
But that's great. I like it.
Okay.
Super. That is good. You have great stuff, as usual, Joe.
Cheers.
It's just a really cool look.
With Joe finally in a selling state of mind, Drew's keen to push on.
That I like. That's funky.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great, isn't it? How much is that?
60 quid.
60 quid. That's cool, isn't it? Sold.
It's easy.
That was easy enough.
And the more he sees,
Yeah. Okay, sold. Oh my God, it's Merlin. Oh my God, look at that. That's it. Do we have to kneel now?
If you could.
Look at that for a waist. I can get my hands around it. How much is it?
380 with the head.
It's definitely got a look, hasn't it? Just like the colour. 3?
Yeah, go on.
Sure?
Yeah. Got to turn it over and
Yeah.
as long as we both get a profit out of it.
Yeah, I'll have that.
50 quid.
Sold. Yeah.
I come over all paint and having sold things.
That is petite. How much is that?
200. Well, you can weigh it up against all the other good deals you've had already. It's not so painful then, is it?
So you enjoying the business though still? The mirror.
Parabolic reflector, isn't it?
Yeah, it's military, isn't it?
Yeah.
Um,
Stamp 1940.
it's got the military in it.
If you stand in close to it, it reflects your head in weird angles that you haven't seen yourself at.
can't look in it.
Concave mirrors were a component of wartime searchlights, reflecting a powerful beam of light up into the night skies to spot enemy aircraft. This one was manufactured by C.A. Parsons and Company of Newcastle, founded by the British engineer Sir Charles Algernon Parsons. It could be worth around £600.
How much is that one?
Well, it's probably going to...
It's a maybe, that one. I'll think about it. It's not a no, it's a maybe, that one. Joe's asking 450. I think I might end up getting 500 quid for it, so I need to buy it for 350 max. Tell you what, I like that though. That's a pretty funky little thing. Another piece I see in there is a small wall-mounted folding makeup mirror, and it's lovely. It's not the best quality thing in the world by a very long way, but it's got a really good feeling. And when all 3 plates are opened up, it's big enough to be, quite nicely displayed. What a lovely little thing. Oh, it's fab. What have we got on it? 80 quid. Japanese style triple folding mirror. Beautiful.
The 3-part folding wall mirror is old. The glass itself has developed a beautiful and desirable patina, which adds to its charm. It's worth around £300.
I like that mirror. I do like the convex as well. Can the convex be, if I pay you 80 quid for that, can that be 350?
Leading architectural salvage dealer Drew Pritchard is at Shivermy Timbers, a reclamation yard in Penzance, Cornwall. He's bidding for 2 very different mirrors.
It's military, isn't it?
Yeah.
The large one was part of a wartime searchlight, and the small one is a delicate folding makeup mirror.
I like that mirror. I do like the convex as well.
Yeah, go on then.
That's a good deal.
Yeah.
That's fair. Today was perfect. I managed to buy multiple items at great prices in just a condition that I wish I could find everything in. Untouched, original, fabulous patina, great colours. I have to say I particularly like the little mirror. Who knew it's the least valuable thing of the lot, but it's just got that something special, and that's what you're always looking for.
Thank you.
Brilliant.
Perfect. Perfect day. Loved it.
Absolute pleasure.
All right, mate.
Excellent. Thank you.
Nice one. See you, Joe.
Good trip, guys.
Good stuff. Tidy haul of things he let you buy, isn't it?
Arriving back at Conway, Drew unveils his bumper load.
We bought mirror-backed cabinet, bifold door, original glass shelves, all original fittings.
Great size. This can go in somebody's house, display their collections of whatever. Really pleased. That's superb. Bathroom cabinet.
Yeah, absolutely beautiful.
This trip has been one of Drew's best trips ever.
Most of the items will only need a bit of spit and polish to get them ready for the website. But the small metal cabinet is a bigger job. Gavin gets down to work.
Or in your mouth, or in your eyes, or on your skin.
All the paintwork gets a thorough coating. He's going to take it back to the original metal.
You can see the paint strip is working now. It's just making it all ripple. It should just scrape off in a minute.
It's going to take several coats before he gets down to the metal.
I'll put one more layer of stripper on it. Once that's eaten into it, I'll go over it with wire wool. That should clean it up a bit.
And with an awful lot more elbow grease, the full transformation begins to take shape. Carl is taking a light touch to the copper lamp.
This one, I'm under strict instructions just to wire. No cleaning, nothing.
And the mannequin gets a modest makeover too. Gavin gives the woodwork a touch of French polish. It's still got the authentic, well-worn look, but with a bit of extra lustre. Drew's had a new lead. An avid collector with top-quality objects to sell has invited him to it. The market town of Yeovil was once a major centre of the glove-making industry, producing over 3.5 million pairs of gloves a year in the 19th century. The factories have largely gone now, but have left their mark in the nickname of the local football team.
We're off to Newton House and we're going to go and meet Robin and Jane Cannon. And they've restored this huge manor house back to perfect condition.
At Jacobean Manor, Newton House is surrounded by 60 acres of parkland, sloping down to the River Yo. It stayed in the same family for 400 years, until entrepreneur Robin Cannon and his wife Jane bought it as their home in 2007.
I have a lot of different collections. It's me that has this terrible collecting bug, which I'm sure I inherited from my father.
Putting family first, they've decided to sell some of their prized possessions to raise money for a cause very close to their hearts: the breast cancer charities Breakthrough and Copperfield.
The reason we're so passionate about breast cancer charities is because our own eldest daughter, Laura, who today is only 24, was diagnosed 2 years ago with breast cancer. She's been through a traumatic period of recovery, but she's making a recovery, and that's why we're impassioned about this raising of funds on their behalf.
That's nice. Hello there.
Hello,
Morning.
Drew.
Hello, welcome to Newton House.
Morning.
Hello.
Good to meet you. Hello, Auntie. Hello.
Nice to meet you both.
Sorry for cluttering up your beautiful house and setting with the van.
We try not to have too many white
No,
vans here.
we'll be quick.
The neighbours start complaining. Come on in.
Come on in.
Oh, thanks.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Oh, lovely. Wow.
Hats off.
Hats off. Hats off to the house. Smarten himself up. Oh, it's lovely. What state was the place in then when you bought it?
Virtually dilapidated. And by the time we got here, the gardens hadn't really been touched for 40 years. The entire roof needed replacing.
Wow.
There was electricity in the grand sum of a third of the house. No mains water, one bathroom.
12 radiators and...
That's why it's so nice in here. And you can see all sorts of different sort of influences everywhere. With the panelling and then this sort of Jacobean fireplace, and you've got arts and crafts. Well, it's lovely. I'm really glad you got hold of it then if it was in that sort of state.
With so many rooms to explore, there's no time to lose.
Ah, OK, so what's this room?
This is the housekeeper's sitting room.
Or was the housekeeper's sitting room? Was the housekeeper's sitting room. Nice little room. So what are we looking at in here? This, I guess. Do you have one or two?
We've got two.
OK, and they're surplus now?
Yes.
OK. They're French, 20s into 30s. These are items that are always desirable. There's lots of them in this country. I've bought and sold more pairs than I can remember. And that's the key to this, that one is OK, but a really squashy seat, which, yeah, they always have that same sort of collapsed seat, don't they? But they look good.
Well, the leather's really aged.
Yeah, the leather's just nice. Need to see the other one, really.
That's fine, let's go.
Let's have a look at the other one. Is it far away?
No.
Right, let's have a quick look at it. Then we can get the proper price. Yeah.
The other chair is kept upstairs in the Cannon's home cinema.
That's the chair.
Okay, this one's rather worse for wear, so it's going to need a whole seat leather, which we don't really, and it's gone completely now. Hugely affects the value. It's like buying one chair now, really.
In addition, the pair could be worth around £1,000.
The state they're in, we're going to have to be a very, very cautious £450 for the pair, which I should imagine is a hell of a lot less than you paid for them.
Well, it is, but we don't need them, so I'm happy to kick off with that.
Sure?
Yeah.
Okay, let's have a deal.
Done.
Thank you. There you go. This will probably collapse through the base of this one again. Yeah, completely gone on one side.
That was the one that was Jane's.
He gets away with murder with you,
He
doesn't
does,
he?
doesn't he?
The chairs will end up with another dealer who may spend the money on them, but more than likely they'll go to one of the fashion retailers who will just have them for their great shape that they are and not worry about the condition. What have we got next then? This thing? Is this something to go or not? Maybe.
We've got one that could go,
Yeah.
but this is reputed to have been one of Catherine Williams' easels.
Really?
Yeah.
Have you got any history on it? Any written history on that?
Needless to say, we were promised it and it never arrived.
Odd that, isn't it? Happens every now and again.
Yeah. You blasted dealers.
By repute, it is from the studio of Cuffin Williams, who is an incredibly famous, highly skilled and now very, very collectible North Walian artist. But as far as I can ascertain, there is no written proof or a photograph or a letter. There's nothing. Now that's a hell of a shame, because I would rather spend an awful lot of money on premium. Without that, it is by repute. By repute, more or less means nothing.
If there was firm evidence that this easel was used by the 20th century artist Cuffin Williams, it would massively inflate the value. But even with none available, it could still be worth £2,000.
What could I offer you to tempt that away from you then?
Well, you go on. You go on. Well, I think we paid. I paid quite a lot of money for it. I've got a feeling it was about 800.
Okay. All right. So would you like a profit on that?
Everybody would do.
Okay.
Particularly Breakthrough in Copperfield.
Breakthrough in Copperfield. If I get...
It's quite tempting. Can we show Drew the other easel?
Okay, so this is the other one, yeah?
Yeah. So
This
that's
is-
the second easel.
This is a real basic one.
Yes, it doesn't look nearly as
No,
good.
this is
as
just
the
a
other one.
quick working studio easel, but people do like them.
Well, it looks like it's a working easel. It's
Yeah.
been used.
Yeah. But still, they're desirable in any form. It's missing a few of its bits and bobs.
Good sound.
It's a great sound, I like that.
This second easel is made of pine with a simple winding mechanism and dates from the early 20th century. It could be worth around £700.
Okay, so the two easels, keen on both. This one's got its own for that one, I'll take a chance on it. There's a profit in it, whether or not it's cuffing anyway, on that one, because it's quite a decent one. And the 350 on that one, that is what it is, so happy to buy both. What do you think?
Top architectural salvage expert Drew Pritchard is at Newton House in Somerset,
Oh, it's lovely.
visiting Robin and Jane Cannon, who are raising funds for 2 breast cancer charities. He spotted a pair of painter's easels that he'd love to take back to Conway.
Okay, so the two easels, keen on both. This one's got its own little charm about it as well. The cuffing, not cuffing, could be a cuffing in there. Happy to pay the £1,000 for that one. I'll take a chance on it. There's a profit in it, whether or not it is cuffing anyway. I think so. That for donations to both charities.
It would be, so I would think, on this occasion, we'll give the higher amount to Copperfield and the lesser amount to Breakthrough. So, thank you, Drew.
Great, no, thank you.
On behalf of both charities,
Thank
that's
you. Happy to.
Thank you.
Lovely, thank you. Happy with those. There you go, tea, not heavy.
Easel to get down the
Easel.
stairs.
No, thank you very much, guys.
Great.
Much appreciated.
good, lovely.
So far, Drew's bought 2 leather chairs and a pair of easels. Next, it's a wander through the sprawling house into a room not usually associated with antiques.
So your bathroom,
Yes,
assuming.
this is
yeah,
the master
very
bathroom.
nice. And is it this little chap in the corner we're looking at?
Oh, yes, yes.
Do you know how it was described? Was it early 20th century or was it modern?
Definitely wasn't described as modern.
Do like these things. Artists' models. It's a strange one.
Is his torso the wrong way around?
Something's wrong. No, it's not. The way the manufacture is, that pinned and how the joints are working, is correct for that 1900 to 1960 period. And the face has been done to look like a 19th century one, so it's a strange amalgam of 2 styles of the same item, which I've not seen before. I think he's either been stripped or altered, or is it a copy? Nice though. The artists, they did these life-size as well. A friend of mine's got a life-size Scottish one, which is very creepy. I'm just thinking it go around to his head.
Lay figures are anatomical models used by artists. Their origins date back to the 16th century. This much more modern one could be worth £2,000.
What would you like for him? I do like him.
Well, if you like him so much, make a good offer.
Oh, I don't know. I should imagine you paid about 800 quid for him.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I wouldn't be surprised now.
I think I'd take a chance on him for that, but I wouldn't pay any more. I think that's where I'm at. 'Cause I'm unsure. But still, as a decorative item, I could probably turn a profit on that.
Okay.
Yeah?
Are you happy?
Yeah.
Yes.
Happy?
Yeah, I
let's
think
go.
so.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Happy?
Yes.
Right, you grab hold of that. So nice and easy for you to deal with. First item we bought was a pair of French 1920s into 30s leather club chairs in pretty dire condition really, but saleable nonetheless, and we're here to make a profit, so we have the clientele for them who will take them on. The 2 easels we bought, one's way better than the other, with a potential history which we can't prove, but still a beautiful item. And then there's the really naive, basic studio easel, which I like as well. It's so basic, it really shouldn't have survived. It would have been thrown away. That it's there and it's untouched after more than 100 years is it's just a nice larger size than normal than the lay figures. There you go. All done?
Yeah, all in.
Marvellous. Well, look, thank you very much.
Thank you,
And
Joe.
huge luck with Breakthrough and Copperfield.
Fantastic.
That's
Thanks.
great.
Lovely.
Thank you.
Good luck
Thank
with it
you.
all.
Cheers.
Well
Thank you.
done.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay. Safe journey.
Thank you.
We both enjoyed the day thoroughly, and we consider it mission accomplished. The funds that we've raised are going to help lives which are priceless, and so I think we're both very proud that that's what we've achieved today, and I know that both charities will be delighted.
Lee lived in as well. Is it a home, not a house?
Drew's next stop lies 260 miles east. He's heading from Yeovil to North Walsham, a market town surrounded by the flat agricultural landscape of Norfolk. He's conjured up a contact with a very special collection, which could be right up his street.
We're off to Davenport's Magic Kingdom.
Oh, nice.
No less. If I get the chance, you're coming back in 2 boxes.
Davenport's Magic Kingdom is a museum which claims to house Britain's largest collection of magic memorabilia. Only in the business.
Right, a bit of juggling for you. There's the 4 coins. I throw them in the air and I catch them behind my back. Yeah, but when I catch them, I just catch them one at a time. My great-grandfather, he started performing magic when he was only a teenager. A lodger came to stay at his house. I taught him a few tricks, and he was then performing in East End of London around the pubs and clubs. He worked his way up to the #1 theatres in the world. We're talking London Coliseum, the Palais de Té in Brussels, the Berlin Winter Gardens in Berlin, that was it. And 1, 2, there's the 4 coins, you see 4 coins, and 1, 2, 3, and yes, just the one that all the family got involved and started selling magic, initially from his home in the East End of London, 1898, his first shop in 1908, and then moved into central London, 1910.
We're not here for a health. No, we're here to make some money.
Drew's hoping he'll have a chance to do business later, but not before they've had a good look round Roy's enchanting world.
Roy.
Hello, Drew, welcome. Fantastic to see you.
How are you doing?
Good to see you. How are you doing, T? Here we go. Walk this way, gentlemen. And, of course, you know the magic words, yes?
Open sesame.
Now, here we use Sim Salabim.
Right.
So, on 3, here we are. 1, 2, 3.
Sim,
Salabim.
Bim.
Hey, welcome.
Magic.
Here we go. 500, we're going back 500
Magic
years.
and electric at the same time.
The museum threads the story of the Davenport family through the history of magic. They've been performers and teachers, as well as importers and distributors.
Yes, but there's a parcel there, and that parcel arrived. We've looked up the dates. It arrived the day we moved, right? And so it was obviously, we haven't got time to open the parcel. Let's put it in a box and take it on, off we go. And so we found it last winter when we were going through and finding things to put on display. And there it is, unwrapped parcel from Japan from 1937.
I'd have to open it. Oh.
But then it would be open.
I'd have
I'd
open it from underneath. Oh, this is great. What's this all? This is the shop then?
This is the shop, recreation of the shop, and all these tricks are of that period. And the thing is that my mother joined the business in 1948, and this is exactly how she was taught to lay out the shop. And my mother has arranged this to be exactly as it would have been.
I love it. I think it's brilliant.
Yeah.
Magic. A subject that I have absolutely no interest in, and I'm interested. The history, which is amazingly well made. Just hold your attention.
Got the gear.
Wiggle eyebrows.
Hey, that's it.
Yeah. Surprise. Oh. What does he think of it so far? These are great. I don't suppose you'd sell some of these, would you?
It may be great fun, but nothing he's seen so far is up for sale. So it's a relief when Roy has finally got something to put on the table.
There we are. Cecil Lyle. And all these posters friends of the family. We were great. Cecil Lyle and Lucille here, and this is quite early 1920s. And then this is German magician Kallenag with Gloria, and he was such a name they didn't actually need a picture of himself on there, but he made the car appear. And there's Gloria, a gorgeous wife of his.
We like Gloria.
I like Gloria.
Weird, unique, and thrilling. That's her, Steve.
Obviously.
Yeah. So these are for sale?
Absolutely, yeah.
What sort of money do you want for these? There's a couple that I like. There's a couple that are all right. I quite like the first one, the black and white.
Black and white, yeah. That's, of all of them, that's the prize one. That's the Magical Milliners, a £600 poster.
Okay. What would tea cost?
£350.
£350. Okay. That's the sort of money that I sell them for, framed.
Right.
So they're sort of on the money. You're absolute.
So it's a no on the posters. But Roy has one more trick up his sleeve.
So, this is your warehouse?
He's got a vast store of material that hasn't made it into the museum yet.
Your niece's Wiggling Wonders.
Wiggling Wonders.
That's my favourite, but it's the best penny spent, really.
There are shelves, bags and boxes full of historical magic tricks, many of them still in the original packaging.
Oh, look at that, it's rather beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh, snakes.
Walk into the storage unit. It's just, I hate to say it, but it's magic. It's stuff everywhere. There's just boxes of unopened, 100-year-old jokes and puzzles and tricks and bits and bobs of this and that and the other.
Sponge, banana. One you put it in your pocket and you get another one. And then, oh, I know, put that in the pocket and you take that one and you split it into two. There we are. Have a banana.
We're in a magic warehouse. It's like, it's magic land. I want to be surprised by something. Pop out and go, woo! Ah! There's something there that I like the look of.
What's that? Oh,
Can you not see it?
Well, there's a lot down there. The Punch and Judy booth, or?
No. This. Oh, it's in a bit of a state, but still.
Oh, it's an old mannequin.
Yeah. Extraordinary. Oh, it's in terrible condition. But still rather beautiful.
It is the wicker work. It's gorgeous, isn't it?
Just great form.
Made around the turn of the 20th century, very few have survived. And despite its poor condition, this one could be worth around £2,000.
So this is incredibly beautiful. Fabulous shape. It's in terrible condition, but it exists. It's still there. It's really enigmatic. The colour's great. And they tell you what, these are rare things.
But the thing is, this is what you're looking at is a one-off for me. So this is a one-off, and so as therefore it's collection. So what we've I'm so
really?
sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry. What we've got, there are things that I've got. Anything that I've got more than one of, I'm happy to talk. But that to me is a one-off, and in the magic world, that's a rare.
But it's not. It's not for magic. It was never made for magic. It's a shop map attached in here.
Right.
The head. They're French.
Is it definitely a shop mannequin?
Absolutely, 100% it's a shop mannequin.
Oh!
Yeah,
I thought
nothing to do with magic at all. Being absolute.
Yeah, I'm going to say,
Comes on,
I trust you. You trust me, I'm a magician.
Yeah. It is. That's what it is. It is not. And it's probably made by a company called Stockman Paris in the beginning of the last century.
Well, there we go. It's not a trick.
I know a bit about it.
No.
but it is an extraordinary form.
I'll have to... Can we come back to this? I need to think on that.
Would £350 come in more useful than this sat in the warehouse?
Oh, gee.
For this knackered old headless French thing. Nothing.
Drew is at Davenport, a museum of magic in Norfolk.
Oh, superb.
I like that one.
Yeah.
He's fallen for an antique shop mannequin made out of cane
I collect anything like this.
Oh, wow.
and is trying to persuade magician Roy Davenport to part with it.
Would £350 come in more useful than this sat in the warehouse?
Oh, gee.
For this knackered old headless French thing. Do you want to come back to it?
Yeah.
Come back to it. I know what you're saying. But
whiz.
if I said to you,
OK, fair enough, that's to do with magic. I go, OK, fine, the glove's off, but it's nothing to do with it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay,
I don't know, to be perfectly honest with you. I was sort of, as soon as I made an offer, and he's like, It's a real knockout piece.
Roy's reluctance to part with the mannequin could leave Drew empty-handed. He needs to find something to buy. To avoid this visit being a complete financial write-off.
Interested in that?
Not really. It's not hugely valuable, it's just interesting.
Just interesting.
There's nothing in it for me, unfortunately. The only thing I can see is that
wicker
mannequin.
Mannequin.
That's it.
I'm gonna...
Oh. Sold. I've never had so much fun going around looking for things. It's great, brilliant.
The mannequin, it's different. It's very beautiful. It has a wonderful shape and form and texture and colour, and to find good originals is extremely hard. That one's original but not good. It's pretty battered, but it still has a definite decorative charm.
OK, so we done? Yeah, well then, thank you.
Drew, a pleasure to meet you. Thanks for coming by. Literally.
Fantastic. Look, really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed it, didn't we? Yeah.
Pleasure.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Good to see you.
Good
All
luck.
the best.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Fantastic.
With his best furry friend.
We went through the whole museum, nothing there to buy, but...
Oh, that's rather special.
Is. Yes, you're right.
Is
It
it?
is. And it was just unbelievable, the stuff this guy had. His family for over 100 years have been selling magic tricks.
I love this.
You're going to want it cleaning on?
I want you to clean it, yeah. But not much. Not a lot.
I like that. Not a lot.
Not a lot. There you go. I think it's really beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah.
While Gavin's cleaning the mannequin, Drew's asked furniture restorer Alex to make a plinth for it.
His brief was museum quality, so we need to make this look like a really impressive box.
Finishes it off with some mouldings. The whole thing gets a lick of blackboard paint.
We make a lot of them for him because he buys a lot of impressive things, but obviously because he finds them in the back of old barns and country house storerooms, they've never got the original stands with them. And it really sets them off, makes a big difference.
Some of the purchases from Shiver Me Timbers are on the move. The mirror-backed cabinet has been dispatched to a couple in Nottinghamshire who are redecorating and want something with a bit of character to store ornaments in the living room. The concave mirror has been snapped up by a dealer, as has the newly rewired copper lamp. The cabinet has been sold to a private customer living in Banbury. He's planning to use it in the kitchen to store herbs and spices. The dentist light has been stripped to polished glory and is waiting for a buyer. From Newton House, the leather chairs have gone straight out to a specialist dealer. The lay figure has been spruced up and is ready to go. And finally, the cane mannequin has been cleaned and mounted on Alex's custom-made plinth.
Can you just hold it there for a distance? I want to check it out. That's going to look... That's more interesting, and the base is too shiny.
Take it back.
Knock it back a bit and go from there. I think it's spectacular.